The Buckingham Pyro. This is the newest addition to GTA Online, and it's actually a pretty awesome little jet. In this video, I'll be answering the question, should you buy it, to hopefully help you guys out there that are wanting to know if it's any good. The price tag of this, let's start with that. It is $4.4 million for the regular price, and $3.3 million for the trade price. And to get that trade price, all you need to do is complete 33 source missions. Most people, I would say by now, have that completed. So basically, you're going to be paying $3.35 million for the Pyro. Now, compared to the other jets in the game, the Hydra, the Laser, and the Molotov, the Hydra is $3 million. The Laser will be $6.5 million when it releases, and the Molotov was $3.6 million. So this is in the same area. It's a little bit more expensive than the Hydra, but less expensive than the Molotov. Starting with the pros, this thing I would say has really good customization. There are 10 really solid liveries. Most of them are camo related, but the camo related ones look awesome, and even the regular ones look awesome. In addition to the liveries, if you don't want to put that on, the primary and the secondary color locations are very good. I really like the way the primary and the secondary colors look on this aircraft. In terms of weaponry, it does come with homing missiles. You have to purchase them, but it does have homing missiles. It does not have a bombing bay or explosive cannons. It has a little gun on the front, but because it's not explosive cannons, it really is not that good. And going back to those homing missiles, this thing can shoot them very quickly. There really is no delay between you shooting another rocket. Whereas on the Hydra, you can only shoot 2 at a time, and then it takes, a few seconds to reload the rockets, I guess. The Pyro doesn't have that. So you can basically spam the rockets, which I think is kind of nice. Now, the most unique feature of this vehicle, the one feature that I think is worth all of this money, is the second seat. This is the only jet in the game, the only fighter jet that has a co-pilot seat. Now, that co-pilot seat isn't very helpful. I mean, yeah, you can give them the option to deploy flares, but it's just nice to now have a jet or a plane that's super, super quick and can hold someone else. And speaking of super, super quick, this thing is fast. It might be one of the fastest planes in the game. I did somewhat of a little test, and this is not official at all. This is just in single player, but I went to certain altitudes with some of the other planes, including the Pyro, and the Pyro has a really, really good top speed. It gets to almost 222 miles an hour, where the Hydra and some of these other planes only get to 210. So if you're looking for speed, this is definitely an aircraft that has that quality. And it also accelerates fairly quickly. That's something unlike the Hydra. The Hydra takes forever to accelerate to get the top speed. This thing gets the top speed fairly quickly. And I found just by playing and using this aircraft in the adversary mode, it's very easy to control when you're in a dogfight, at least with other Pyros. If you're in a dogfight with, say, a Hydra or a Laser or some aircraft with an explosive cannon, you might have some trouble just because only a few bullets of those explosive cannon bullets will take you out. But at least in the adversary mode, I didn't find anything too annoying. But what's weird, when I went into free roam and was just flying this thing around, I did notice the handling to be a little odd. It's like some of the new aircraft. It's oversensitive. It's sort of twitchy, and it's almost too twitchy. I almost don't like that because you can't really make precise turns or small movements left or right. That's definitely one of the unfortunate parts. Maybe if you don't touch the handling, if you leave the handling at stock, it'll be fine. But at least with the race handling, it does make this very sensitive to turning. So if you don't like that, then don't use that handling. Some other cons, this thing doesn't have bombing, like I said, and the cannon, the gun on the front, not the homing missiles, it's not that good. It's not horrible. It might be on par with the Mogul. I think the Mogul is a little bit stronger, but this thing will take out NPCs that are in the aircraft. If you put on a few shots, it'll blow them up, but it's really not going to do anything against a Hydra or a Laser or any other aircraft that is capable of dogfighting. Really, your only option to kill them is by spamming the missiles and hoping that one hits. Now, to answer the question, should you buy it? I would say this. At $3.35 million, it's not a horrible purchase, but if you want to wait, usually a few weeks after these things release, Rockstar give a 25% discount, so maybe you might want to wait until there's 25% off on the PYRO, so where it's only going to be around $2.5 million to purchase it. That might be a better number to purchase this vehicle, only because the unfortunate part, and this really applies to all of the new aircraft, they're super good, they're super fun, but because of the lack of balance with the Hydra and the Laser, it's just not worth it. It's not the best airplane in its category. Like I said, it's got some great features. The 2-seat, that's awesome. The ability to basically spam the homing missiles, that's great. And the customization is good, and it looks good. It's a good looking aircraft. But if you're buying these aircraft to fly them around, you really don't want to be at a disadvantage. And unfortunately, unless you're in a Hydra, you're going to be at a disadvantage because the Hydra has the explosive cannons, and that'll never change. I mean, really, if Rockstar wanted to sell these aircraft, all they would have to do is make the Hydra not have an explosive cannon. If the Hydra and if all of these aircraft had a similar cannon like the Mogul, where it was very powerful, but it wasn't explosive, the air would be much better, and there would be much more variety. But unfortunately, that's not the way it goes, and as good as these aircrafts that they're releasing are, nothing is going to beat the ones that's already in the game. So should you buy it? If you have enough money, yeah, I would say buy it. It's going to be a lot of fun, but if you don't have a lot of money and you're looking for just one jet to own, you got to go with the Hydra, just because that's the best one. So there you guys have it. That is my review on the PYRO. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you purchased one, let me know. If you didn't purchase one, let me know. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any other of my GTA Online videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.